So, I've done a lot of video work in years past, possibly almost 10 years ago. And the film's documentary that I made was called Man, Woman, Myth. And it dealt with male psychology and the male experience in society and the treatment of men compared with the treatment of women. And I made a number of videos, and I had a website and a YouTube channel for it. Things have happened in life, and I don't have the website anymore. I don't have the YouTube channel anymore. But other men out there have made copies of the films, and Man, Woman, Myth is still available on YouTube in different channels. For example, the political party Justice for Men and Boys has many copies of the videos. So I made that documentary because I saw unfairness in the treatment of men in society, and I wanted to address that and discuss it and look at the reasons behind it. I suppose the principal reason behind it is misandry. Now, misandry means the hatred of men. It's the equivalent word to the word misogyny, which applies to women. So I saw a number of things in society that I think signaled misandry, and I highlighted these issues in films. So things have happened in life, and I've lost the Man Woman Myth website and the specific Man Woman Myth YouTube channel. So the videos were somewhat disorganized, but I think I've said other men made copies of the videos, so they're still available on YouTube. But what I'm thinking now is I've looked at the view counts on the videos, and the view counts are low. So I'm thinking I must have screwed up in the way I presented the material, maybe. I did put a lot of effort into making the films, but I'm not pretending that they were necessarily very good. But I have looked at the material now after many years, and I do think it's good. I think it's worthwhile, and I'm very glad to have done it. So I'm surprised that the views on the videos are pretty low. And I've been thinking about why that might be the case. Now, obviously, a simple reason might be that the films are not very good. And that's the end of it. But as I say, I've looked at the videos and I do think they're worthwhile. And I think they're watchable. I believe that if men were interested in themselves at all, they would watch the films and get something from them. My understanding of the low view counts makes me think something that was addressed in the films as well, that men don't have a consciousness of themselves. I think that the only consciousness that men do have of themselves might tend to be negative. The lack of consciousness of themselves means that basically the male experience doesn't seem to be understood or addressed. In contrast, women have a very strong sense of their identity, and they spend a lot of time and effort and energy in talking about themselves and thinking about their life experience. So I'm thinking that misandry, which is the hatred of men, has so much traction and is so prevalent in the world because men allow it to happen. Men indeed take part in it as well. So men basically seem to have a low opinion of themselves, low self-regard, as if they don't really matter very much. Men tend to venerate women and regard women highly and treat themselves second or even last, way back in the queue. Men's self-regard is very low. And I'm finding it frustrating that men are not interested in their own experience. They don't think of themselves particularly highly. It's a very sad situation. I'm not sure if that's a solution either. It could simply be the case that nature has made its decision as to how society will run, and that's the end of it. But I do find it disappointing that men are not interested in themselves very much. Then men are not interested in improving their life experience. As I said, I've addressed many issues in the films, but looking back on it now, I do find it frustrating that men haven't grasped the issues and men haven't sought to change these issues. So Misandry is proceeding without opposition. I wish I could see a solution to this problem. I've done, as I say, a lot of work trying to highlight the issues, point them out, but I haven't succeeded in reaching many men. And I'm thinking it could just be a constant that men don't think highly of themselves, and that's the end of it. But a part of me thinks that there must be a way to get through to men. And I have a son now, and I want his life experience to be positive. I don't want him to be subject to misandry. So the key seems to be awareness. But from the work I've done, it seems that men are simply not interested in themselves or in their treatment. Men are too accepting, I would say, too blind to the issues. Men accept mistreatment, almost expect it, and they take part in it as well. So the simple situation is that women think highly of themselves and seek to protect themselves and promote themselves and improve their life situation. Men are simply not interested in making their life situation better. I do wish I could have reached men, I could have made an impact. And I'm deeply sad that I haven't been able to make progress. I don't know if I can do anything more in this area. I'm thinking about it now, and I may do. It's hard to say at the moment. I just want excuse me, I just want the situation to improve and for men to start looking at themselves and seeing themselves as important and worthwhile. I want to find a key to open that door. I'm thinking there has to be a way. I just haven't seen it. So I'm thinking if there are any suggestions, I'd be glad to hear them. But basically, men deserve more. Men need to regard themselves more highly. And men need to see the situation and see how it must be changed. And they need to appreciate what the benefits could be.